people, you're welcome back to another episode of our movie preview and review. It's your favorite girl Bhee, and today I'll be reviewing the movie Battle on Buka Street. Come along with me, guys. So I'm going to be giving you guys a summary of this movie. After a lifetime of rivalry, two half-sisters find themselves at loggerhead once again when they set up food businesses on the same street. This comedy was not comedy. The war was a joke and the bars was lack any form of sting. Honestly, Battle on Buka Street was not my cup of tea. What worked for me? The storyline was not bad. The setting was good. They were able to convincingly replicate the hustle and bustle of a food market. I like the fact that Ademide, the singer, could actually sing, and the songs were not bad for an upcoming artist. Casting and acting worked to a large extent. I like the fact that the young Nkemo really looked like him, and Bimbo Ademoye was just the perfect person to cast as a younger version of Shola Sobowale. I must mention that I do not appreciate Mercy Johnson's performance in this movie. Some scenes were really off. She kept on twisting her mouth in a very awkward manner that made me cringe severally while watching. To me, it seemed like she was overacting. The biggest issue I had with casting and acting was with the twins. They were extremely annoying. One of them could not even act to save her life. The one that said, "Daddy, Mommy said you're a bastard." I did not understand the stick sweets in their mouth, their hair, and the way they were talking. The whole thing that looked forced, and I felt like pinching them. I like the fact that the movie tried to address some important themes such as the Japa trend, living an abusive marriage, the dangers of inheriting biases and rivalry, as well as the poor state of the prison system in Nigeria, to mention a few. What are the issues I had with this movie? It was too long. I was really bored. This movie had no business being 2 hours long. Battle on Buka Street is another Nigerian comedy film that follows all the familiar comedy tropes. Unimaginative storytelling, loud and exaggerated mannerisms, jokes that did not quite hit the mark, and weak dialogues. This movie was supposed to be a comedy, but I did not find it funny at all. Another issue I had with this movie was the fact that it was too chaotic. So many things were happening, and I was just wondering, all this inside this same movie, even though it pretends to be a socially conscious movie that tries to address several societal issues. A closer look reveals that Battle on Buka Street had nothing new or insightful to say about these issues. Even on the issue of sexual harassment, they thought it was okay for a man to take the fall of murder instead of empowering the woman to own her voice and speak for herself. Why was that twist necessary? She was defending herself from a potential rapist, for God's sake. Moving on, makeup and costume were two areas they also got wrong. The bruises looked like pink watercolor. Moving on, makeup and costumes were two areas they got wrong. The bruises looked like pink watercolor. The pregnancy body looked like they squeezed towels under their wrappers. What was that ugly dread on Akinzo's head? What was going on with Ekemoro's custard white beard? It was not even needed. The man is old enough. Too many rookie mistakes. Finally, I do not like the way the movie ended. It was very underwhelming. Awele's sudden change of heart, Lanshile's escape in Kazim's vehicle. I don't even know how that happened. Did he drive his vehicle inside the bush, or Lanshile ran to meet him and no one noticed? Their fake looking bruises and all of them whispering thank you to one another right in front of the angry mob. Everything was unexciting, but I guess it was a befitting ending for a movie where so many things did not work. I was happy the movie was over. Thanks to the popularity of its two lead actresses, many will applaud this movie. Some of you will even say it's just cruise, and I should try not to hold the world too tightly to my chest. But as for me, the movie was too flawed, and people need to stop making excuses for their faves. Overall, Battle on Buka Street was not a good watch for me. Despite its big and bustling setup, it was boring and it lacked originality. No punchlines, no outstanding performances or characters, threadbare jokes, inconsistent storytelling, and poor directing. So overall, guys, I'll be giving this movie a 5 over 10. Just because I'll keep that to myself. So I'm giving this movie a 5 over 10. It didn't do much for me. I expect that we've come to I expect us to beat certain standards in Nollywood. So if we keep hyping the bare minimum they give to us, they would never improve. They'll keep dishing trash and rubbish to us and expect us, they keep reducing our brain cells. So for me, this movie didn't do it for me, and I'm not going to hide my own, what I feel about the movie. So let me know what you think in the comment section. But for you to do that, of course, you have to be following us on all of our social media handles. On Instagram, we go by e.com_official. For Facebook and YouTube, we go by e.com_official. And for Twitter, we go by EDOTCOM01, all in lowercase alphabet. We've come to the end of this amazing episode of our movie preview and review. Is your favorite girl Bhee, and I'll be seeing you guys sometime soon. Bye guys.